Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Bring on summer, baby.
Can't wait. It's like reggae. Reggae?
Yeah, it does. It's got that reggae vibe.
Hillbilly reggae. Hillbilly reggae.
Got a cold 6-pack of cocaine, a bag and a stack and 1 week free, and I'm feeling alright. I'll see some friends that I haven't seen in far too long is what I mean. An overdue trip to a London.
Got me moving.
And I'm feeling alright. Sweet mountain breeze blowing through.
You can tell Jeff's Canadian. He just always has to include that Canadian background.
He's painting the picture right now.
He really is. He really is.
And I'm there.
Yeah. I hope Kokanee understands what kind of free plug they're getting out of this.
You're welcome, Kokanee.
You guys are so right. That is the song I wrote when I was driving out to visit some friends in the Kootenays with a 6-pack of Kokanee. And I had a week free and some cash, and I towing the boat behind me, and I had a great time.
That's what makes a great song. It's a real story. This is a real story.
It is a real story. Absolutely. Feeling good.
See, I'm already humming.
Can't wait for summer.
It's not hard for you to...
Jeff, this album is great.
You know what? 3 for 3.
3 for 3 is right.
Thanks, guys. Just for anybody listening out there, check out Jeff Mojo Muller on SoundCloud, iTunes, Reverb Nation, wherever you want to listen to.
So is this the third song on the album as well, or this is just your third pick?
I've been just picking them.
Yeah, great.
Throwing them out,
like
whatever it feels like on the day, you know.
Jeff, what was the
Kind
name
of
of this
cloudy
song?
here, so I thought we could liven things up with Happy Hippie Ditty.
Yep.
That's what it's called, Happy Hippie Ditty?
Yep.
Happy Hippie Ditty.
Yeah. I like it.
That's amazing.
Boom. If you're feeling better about yourself, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
Again.
Episode 80.
Number 80.
Yeah.
8-0.
We did it.
It's like
Again.
a year after you were born,
Yes.
right? You're
2
se-
years. 2 years.
Like, oh my God.
78 guy.
It's worse than I thought.
Yeah.
How old are you? I was talking about it with
40,
Mike.
40.
Yes. I thought you were 41.
No.
But in August.
August I'll be 40.
August, you're going to be 41. So
Yep.
there you go. Marketing Matt, he's 40. By the way,
Boom.
welcome back, Marketing Matt.
Finally.
You know, for weeks, we're like, where's the guy?
Where did he go? And I think we figured it out. He had a little glow to him this morning, this afternoon.
A luster.
A luster.
A shine.
He did.
It's almost like he's a walking Pantene Pro V commercial. It's
Kelly
crazy.
Kellner was on the show a couple weeks ago, and he said, "Hey, you're a good-looking guy."
Oh,
and he is.
He loves
Marketing
the
Matt is a good-looking guy.
He's a great-looking guy.
And we figured it out right away. We knew something came up.
And
Marketing Matt might have had some sex.
That's Marketing Matt might have had some sex.
Way to go, Marketing Matt.
Way to set up the sex.
Nice.
Now, how does a Marketing Matt market himself to women? We want to know. What do you do?
I can't tell you guys the secrets of my success, or then there's gonna be too much competition. So
He's not wrong. It's the secret sauce. It's the recipe. You can't give it out.
And you know what? His confidence is up. You know why I know that? Because in the matter of 15 minutes prior to the show, he's got us to do a whole lot of homework.
He's ordering us around.
He's ordering us around.
You're ordering us out? You better get your own army, pal.
He totally threw us around. Listen, bottom line, Marketing Matt, it's great to have you. Jeff, always a pleasure. Always, we love being in your house. We love it. It's fantastic.
Let me tell you what else is a pleasure.
Yeah.
Finally, after 49 days, I'm back on the sauce.
Oh, yeah.
It was tumultuous.
Can I tell you something? I noticed you were just itching, dare I say. I've never seen a tweaker per se, but I think I know what they look like now. You are itching. And you know what? Congrats to you. Congrats.
It just makes for a better podcast.
And
you know it, I know it, they know it.
And let's just say it. Christos Anesti.
Alithos Anesti.
That for all of them, that's the Greek way of saying Happy Easter.
That's right.
And Christ has risen.
Yeah, and the response is truly he has risen.
He
Speaking
sure
of
has.
Easter, so look, Orthodox calendar, big weekend for us.
Yeah.
We had Greek Easter. Now, you know what? We're a knowledge podcast.
Yes, we are.
We hit people with knowledge. And, sometimes the Greek Easter, and or I should say just the Orthodox Easter, and the Catholic Easter, they fall on the same day.
Yeah.
But more often than not, they're on different days.
On different days.
We don't really have our we partake in the statutory holidays of the Catholic Easter.
Correct.
But sometimes we got our own week. Well, that's because they follow different calendars.
That's right.
Basically, it's like one religion got the app update.
Right.
The other one didn't.
That's exactly great analogy. Yeah.
And we're still, the BlackBerry worked for me.
Yeah.
Okay? I've never had a problem.
Yeah.
I don't care about your iPhones and your Samsungs.
That's right.
Or the Google Pixel.
Yeah.
I'm staying with the BlackBerry.
That's what, and yeah.
It's the old reliable.
That's the old reliable.
That's the Orthodox.
And you know what? You're welcome. The way I look at it, if it's not broke, why fix it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. It's fine. Now, how was your Easter? Did you have fun? You had a good time? Did you live up to what we said last week that our Easter is, a little better?
So we didn't
a little more exciting.
We didn't invite as many people this year, and it's because my parents, they're getting older, they're tired. They just they weren't feeling it, and I get it. So we just had a very, very tight knit, just immediate family. However, the food quantity did not follow. It stayed the same. So they still prepped for 40 people,
right?
But instead, only 8 showed up,
right? Exactly.
But still prepped for 40.
I want to make you feel better. I was at the community. 300 people showed up, but we prepped like there was 5,000 people that were about to attend this event.
Look, if anyone knows anything about the Greeks, and I dare I say just Mediterraneans in general.
Sure.
If there's one thing that we will not embarrass ourselves in front of other people, it's food portion and quantity.
That's right.
We get it from our moms.
Yep.
How dare we?
Yeah.
What are they going to say?
Yeah.
We're going to come here, just give people appetizers. They'll be talking about it for years.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
So Easter was fantastic, but Easter also fell on a Sunday. Sunday was episode 3 of the series finale of Game of Thrones. Unbelievable.
Okay.
Should we do the spoiler?
Okay, yeah, we have to do the spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Number 1, just if you haven't seen episode 3, start by hitting yourself in the face.
Yeah, punch it.
If you haven't seen Game of Thrones,
right, kick yourself.
5 times
easily,
right, and ask others to kick you too.
Yeah.
Just don't listen for the next 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
Major spoiler.
Maybe
alert.
forward a little bit because we're not. Yeah, we're
gonna spoil it. We got to talk.
We got to talk about it. Listen, a couple weeks ago we said MAGA MALAKA. Let's go through the list of names of who's a MAGA, who's a MALAKA on Game of Thrones.
That's right.
I may have thrown out that Arya Stark is a MALAKA. Marketing Matt has been all over me.
He's on defense.
On me too.
Defense.
In fact, he has, for 3 weeks we didn't hear from him. All of a sudden the episode airs. 2 seconds later,
he's back in the mix now.
He's like, I want an apology.
Is that what it takes?
I want a formal apology. I want it written, he says.
He wanted the apology.
And I will not. Matt, I'm looking at you straight in your face. I'm not giving you nothing.
You know what?
She's still a user. Good on her what she did. But she's still a user.
I was coming to Matt saying, you know what, because she had a good episode.
Great episode.
She had a great episode. So I was thinking, hold on, no. Marketing Matt's got a point here. We maybe owe her an apology.
No.
But the more I think about it, number 1, look, we like to fight with each other. Sure. But if we crumble the foundations of the podcast and pit me versus you when it comes to the outside.
That's right.
That's not what Greeks do.
Listen.
Look, Greeks are great at internal fighting. But the moment a foreigner comes in, we band together.
I'll give her this. The way she killed the guy, amazing. Well played, well thought out. I don't know if she thought of it, but played.
She didn't think about it.
She knew.
No. She took it from someone else. Rey, in The Last Jedi, did the same thing against.
I don't think she saw that episode. I don't think she saw that episode.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
They didn't have TV then.
She looked into the fire. She looked into the fire.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Red Witch. The Red Witch was like, hey, we got a private screening of The Last Jedi. Rey drops the lightsaber, grabs it again. Boom, boom. How you doing?
All right. Now you've probably figured it out. She killed the Night Guy, the Night King, right?
The Night King.
Okay. Can I say something?
Yeah.
The Night King messed this up. Andy Reid has been known to be an NFL coach here in the NFL for many years. And what's his claim to fame outside of being a big, jolly red guy wearing the red stuff? Time management. If the Night King can just do this, where he raises his arms and the dead people can be resurrected, then my question is this. Why didn't he do it sooner? And why didn't he get his MVP guys? Like, he had a whole arsenal of, like, you know, his henchmen, like the bigger guys.
Those guys.
Why didn't those guys throw any punches? Well, those guys could have went and fought the normal or the other main characters of the show, and they never did. And so what I'm saying is he didn't use his bench well, and he didn't use time management well. He messed it up.
Great analysis.
Thank you.
You know, this
is a sports podcast.
It just goes to show you can have look. You can have a perfect season.
Great team,
perfect season.
Yeah.
But you got to play the full game.
You got to play the full game.
You can't waste time.
Guys, I gotta chime in here though. Okay, Mitch?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, you know, the raising of the arms, whatever.
Marketing Matt, this is more work that you've done in 1 week than on our own Facebook page.
You know, so I gotta do some work here, right? Okay, so the raising of the arms, but like a video game, what if it's a superpower that you can only use once every...
Well, now you're speculating.
Now you're speculating. Apparently, every
you're
time he raises his
also
arms,
asking
people
me.
get up.
Yeah, well, we're gonna...
I'm sorry, Marketing Matt. I cannot allow this.
You can come up. Hold on. You have the gall to ask for an apology, and you're gonna come up with excuses
Now
for
you
the
got
night
excuses
king?
for the night king?
The apology needs to
That
happen.
makes no sense.
That guy's a
needs
jerk
to
off,
happen.
man.
Listen, we can't say all night on this. We could argue after, and I'll win this argument. Doesn't make a difference.
All day long.
All day long. The next thing I want to bring up, and
The guy gets laid, and all of a sudden...
I know all of a sudden he's got all this power. This
night
guy. It's
king.
great.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys should do this. Hey, you guys gotta do that.
Wow.
Now, granted, he had some pretty good points. He had some decent.
He does
points.
have good
He's
points.
got a couple of good points.
He does have good points.
My other situation is this weekend. On top of it being Greek Easter, on top of the Game of Thrones episode 3, talk about sci-fi and comic books taking over the world. The Avengers movie has
And
blown
Endgame.
up. I think it truly has somehow imploded and blew up the entire world.
Crazy.
There isn't anyone you can find on the street that isn't talking about this.
So here's the thing. Speaking of Easter, it all ties in.
Right.
So Avengers Endgame comes out
Right.
this past week. What was it? Was it Thursday night?
Yeah.
They do the Thursday night showing. So I'm driving. I went to church Sunday.
Sure.
Okay. So now I'm driving to the parents' house. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And this is what's important about this. That's when I get the news notification on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm dropping my papers.
Yeah,
That's
drop
how exciting.
everything, yeah.
Well, I'll get the papers after.
Yeah.
Let me finish my point.
Finish
first.
your point.
One at a time.
Please.
So it's 1 p.m. I get the notification. $1.2 billion open box office.
Wow.
Sunday's not even done yet.
Yeah.
And they demolished the record. I actually can believe it.
Yeah.
I can believe
I can
it.
too.
Because you know what? The Avengers series, even the Infinity War, was a good movie for that genre. Look, it's action, it's exciting,
Sure.
it's great. You know, the thing with these movies, Mitch, is that it feeds. Like, we grew up on these comic
Well,
books.
this is where I want to bring this up a little.
Hold on, but this is this is the era when we were younger,
Sure.
and a generation older than us. Now we get to see it come to life.
Right. I got a couple of questions though. You know me. And I'm not trying to cut it down because I've gotten into it. But I'm not a big comic book guy. Never have been. I don't pretend to be. But do I enjoy the movies? Do I enjoy the pictures on the books?
Yeah,
Sure,
of course.
all the above. But I gotta ask a couple of questions. What I don't seem to understand is when you're talking about, like, you know, comic books, and you got your DC guys versus the
Like the Marvel.
Marvel guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. You got Iron Man, and then you got Batman. Okay.
Uh-huh.
They're both from New York, or they're in New York, right? They're fighting like this alien. One of the episodes I saw in the Avengers where some alien comes down into
yeah.
New York City, and you know Gotham is New York. You know Superman's there too. Why isn't Superman and Batman helping out the Avenger guys? Like, there's an alien about to take over the
They're
whole
both
city.
rich.
They're both rich.
Like, the thing is
my
Tony
question is-
Stark and Bruce Wayne for
Right.
sure have been a fundraiser
Oh my
before.
God! Exactly.
They have to
Yeah,
have been.
they 100%.
They're
have.
rich.
Yeah, yeah. So great. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah,
My
this-
question is, how do they not know each other? A, B. Why aren't they helping each other out? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
You strike up a very good point.
I want to know why. Same thing with like Star Trek and Star
Wars.
Trek. I don't.
No, Star Trek and Star Wars.
Oh,
you
sorry,
mean.
pardon me. Yeah. How have those two, like the Falcon and the Enterprise, never crossed paths? Like, just drive by each other.
You know what
Just
bugs
like,
me
I
about
don't
that?
understand.
No, you're onto something
Yeah.
here, because this is a hypocrisy.
Right.
It's almost like the liberal media can't be wrong, right? It's a hypocrisy here. So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You got in Star Trek the Federation.
Sure.
Like, it's this group of people that have banded together really to come up with this galactic federation that's overseeing everybody.
Yeah.
And they're good.
I'll take your word for it.
Because they're Captain Kirk.
Sure.
Captain Picard. Like, these guys, they're watching over the universe.
Right.
But then in Star Wars, you got the Empire that says, hey, why don't we all band together under one regime?
Right.
Look, we're going to provide for the economy. For crying out loud, they built a Death Star twice.
You mean to tell me the Star Trek
landed.
Enterprise never flew by the Death
Never
Star?
flew by?
It doesn't know where it is?
They don't talk about it.
Come
they don't
on.
see each other.
Somebody didn't say, hey, did you see that big
like that's
circular star
it's the size
thing?
of a planet.
Yeah.
But follow me on this other point. The Empire, who's bad, created a Death Star twice, which probably created how many thousands of jobs? 100,000?
Tons of jobs, yeah.
200,000 jobs?
Huge.
And you got this rebellion that blew
Huge.
them up?
Yeah.
These sons of bitches. Who do they think they are?
I don't know.
And we're cheering for them?
But I don't understand. Can you please explain to me, please? How has this happened, though? Like, in all honesty, I'm not a comic book guy. So how does a Batman and a Iron Man not correlate? How do they not see each other? How do they not know of each other?
You know, the only thing I can think of is they slept with each other,
Right.
and now they're in that awkward, you don't talk to me, I don't talk to you phase.
You think?
Like, if you see me out,
I can't help
we
but
don't
think
know
you're
each
wrong.
other.
I feel
You know,
told
like
me
Darth
some-
Vader.
Yeah.
Darth Vader probably banged Beverly Crusher. It was like, look, don't make it awkward.
You
Don't make it awkward.
Right. You make a good point. But you also told me that in one time you said they might be in different universes or something like that. Is
Well,
this what
that's
you
the
told me?
other thing. That will look. The thing is maybe they're in a parallel universe.
Okay, so if they're in a parallel universe,
Yeah.
does that mean the Calgary Flames lost 5 straight games in both those universes? Or 4 straight
That
games?
sucks. So the Flames are two-time losers.
2-time losers. So it doesn't matter where you go, the Flames have
And the
lost.
Flames are
that
always
series.
going to lose.
What's on the show itinerary today?
I guess we should. Yeah, speaking of sports, we should probably talk a little bit. Look, speaking of Calgary Flames and losers, we got to talk the NHL playoffs. We're getting it. We're in the second round right now. A couple of games have gone by. If you're listening to the podcast right now, we're on Wednesday, so everyone's played 3 games. Except, Carolina, the Islanders are doing their 3rd game tonight. We're talking hockey, man.
We're talking hockey. We're talking a little NBA. Then we got to talk the finals. The finals has finally been revealed in the greatest sports movie athlete of all time. It has been voted upon you, the roster. You have made your decision. We're telling you the results. Congratulations. Rapid Banter, everyone's new favorite segment. And then we finish off with a little MAGA MALAKA, which I think you're all going to really enjoy. I know I say it every week, but this week you're going to enjoy even more than
If
you've
you've been
enjoying
listening, if you've been listening to what we're talking about, you should already guess
That's right.
what's going to happen.
You may have figured
in
it out.
MAGA versus MALAKA.
You may have figured it out.
I want to get the MAGA MALAKA right now.
Let's
bitch.
just do it. Let's
I
just
want
do
to
it.
jump right
Let's do
into
it.
it.
Please.
I want to jump into the NHL talk.
Come
right
on.
now. I want to go the NBA. I want to get into everything, but
Right.
I can't do it.
Why not?
Because you have to be structured. You have to be principled. And
Right.
no matter what, I'm not like marketing Matt,
Right.
who will sell himself out that, having sex for the first time in 3 years.
Yeah.
No, this is real locker room talk. This is the podcast. And before we do anything on this show, and Jeff, cue the music, we got to bring to you the Headversity metrics of the week. Now, Headversity.com is the genius that brings you reallockerroomtalk.com. Now, do me a favor, get to Headversity.com, make a profile, sign up to the newsletter, use the hashtag AskDrRT. This is fantastic stuff that's happening. So thank you to Dr. Ryan Todd, Jordan, Dr. Karen McNeil, Steve, everyone over there. And Cameron, don't worry, I know I'm a little late. I'm going to pay you. Don't worry, I'm good for it. Okay, I'm going to pay you. Take it easy. You don't have to send me...
Yeah, why'd he send that
You
guy
don't
over
got
to
to
your
send
house?
reminder emails all the time. You don't got to send people to my house. Don't worry, we're going to pay you. Headversity.com, it's great. Look, speaking of metrics, we were getting downloaded in crazy areas.
We'll pay you.
Yeah, well, just Cam, take it. Look, we got the money. I mean, we're getting the money.
Come on, Cam.
Take it easy, man.
It's 80 episodes,
Yeah,
man.
look, last month I paid you like 9 days early. Don't I get like +9 this month? I don't know how it works. What are you, like Rogers AT&T?
You spoiled them is what you did.
I spoiled them.
Yeah.
I taught them bad habits. Look, we were wondering for the longest time. We're like, we're getting these downloads from all over the world. Last week we talked about it. Indonesia, for crying out loud. Not the Indonesia, the Indonesia. Okay?
I did some investigative reporting.
Tell them, Mitch.
I found out who Indonesia/Bali was. It goes out to my beautiful niece, Alexandria, and her little friend, Colton.
Attaboy, Colton.
Attaboy, Colton.
Thanks, Alexander.
So you guys decided to go all the way to New Zealand, spend your parents' money to go to school there.
Makes
Then
sense.
you said, hey, Dad, you know what? I feel like going to Bali. I got nothing to do.
Why not?
It's weekend. And they flew over to Bali. My cousin Jim, good old cousin Jim, says, hey, you know what? You go ahead.
Love
Alexander.
cousin
But
Jim.
While
I saw
you
cousin
go,
Jim.
Yeah, cousin Jim said, while you're there, you do me one favor. I'll pay for everything. You make sure you download Real Locker Room Talk. And they did.
You can't teach character.
Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Colton.
You can't teach character.
Cousin Jim is quite excited about the whole thing.
He's a good-looking guy, too.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's on the upper echelon
You
of
know
the
what?
Hodges class.
For a guy that's 50ish, he's got great hair.
Get out of here. That
Yeah,
guy's 50.
he's 50.
Doesn't look a day over 49.
No, he does not. He does not.
Look, that's not the only place we're getting downloads from.
Where else?
We're getting downloads from our friends. And Mitch, cue your music.
I got it here. This is just the intro. Hold on. Back by popular demand.
Because we're getting downloads from a little place called Agape Greek Radio, AGAPE GreekRadio.com, where you can stream Real Locker Room Talk Friday, Saturday, and Sunday anywhere in the world. Okay? And we thought we'd do a little Greek music too.
Why not?
Look, we owe it to Stan the Man.
Yeah.
We got that. But Stan the Man, you owe us something now.
That's right.
And that's Ethnic Radio Show of the Year. I don't see the Vixen and Jackal
Nothing.
playing the clarino
Nope.
during a plug. Heck, is Dorlicious doing that?
Nope.
No.
No. Tiki tiki tak tak.
No tiki
Nope.
tiki tak tak. More like tiki tiki, they don't give up.
Yeah,
did you
that's
see
right.
that? That's a sharp that we are, Stan. Look, the fact of the matter is, look, we care about Agape Greek Radio. We love Agape Greek Radio.
Always.
And we're dedicated to Agape Greek Radio. So, Stan, we came up with some suggestions to make the show better. And not because no one's doing a bad job. But how about this? We're just
Yeah.
going to pitch. Stan, we're going to do a little touch and go with you. We noticed there's no cooking show.
Yeah.
You know, there's no old ladies on the radio or even Agape TV,
Sure.
which just launched a month ago.
Right.
Would be a great forum. Get a couple grilles
Yeah.
to make some spanakopita.
I like this idea. I love it.
You know, maybe a galactoburico.
Do you need co-hosts? Me and you with the yayades? I'm seeing ratings shooting through the roof.
Stan will come for episodes 1 and 2, and then we'll teach them to take the reins.
That's right.
You don't gotta
And then
lift
they
the
can talk
finger.
about the Flames and Toronto and everybody else.
Well, what else do people talk about?
Nothing.
When they're doing food. So those are just some of the ideas that we got. Mitch, do you got any ideas of your own?
I got tons. Listen, bottom line is, you know, me and you, I feel like just by playing off my YouTube right now,
Yeah.
we could be another form of DJs. Like we can do a ton of things. Doralicious, hey, Doralicious is, what about Mitchellicious? That's it.
I think it has a great,
Thank
great
you.
tone.
I think
to
we're
it.
onto something.
Yeah.
Listen, we got tons of marketing ideas. We got marketing Matt here. We'll run on stuff, but we should maybe start on our podcast.
Let's get back to us.
Let's get back
We
to
could
us.
get carried away.
Yeah, do we not really already?
We basically just try to convince our wives, look, we just want to hang out with each other. Shit, we'll even pay someone. Just, please let us out.
Isn't that the truth? Listen, bottom line, here we go. Episode 80 started with a bang. You got GOT.
Yeah.
You got Greek Easter. You got Avengers Talk. We've played you Greek music. You got Marketing Matt having sex. You got Jeff playing you top 40. What else do you guys want?
We might need to throw in the towel right now. We may have peaked.
It's done. Jeff, cue the music. We're done, baby. Listen. Thank you so much, everybody. Another great episode.
You know, we'll get to sports sooner or later.
Sooner than later. Let's get going here. Look, NHL round 2, ding ding, just started.
Yeah.
Started with regards to their 3 games in. Since last week when we spoke, it was game 7 of some other series, and now we're literally into game 2 and a few games in.
Yeah.
Since round 1, there has been some carnage. The Flames are out, Tampa Bay's out, Winnipeg's out, Toronto's out, the Penguins are out. Ladies and gentlemen, that means that there's only a select few left. So in the East, we start there. We have Columbus and Boston. Columbus up 2-1. Dimitri, are you surprised?
I'm not surprised at all. Look, we mentioned it before. Anytime that any team decides to just decimate the team that should win it all. Like, look, they went into Tampa Bay. They won 4 straight. Now, mind you, of course, Tampa didn't play to their potential, but it doesn't matter. That confidence that it gives them they now believe that they can win it all because they limped in at the very last second as the 8th seed, took the team that was a 30-point spread ahead of them and made them look foolish. Now they got the second best team where they're up 2-1. This is a dangerous team. It's a Tortorella playoff team. The owners and the general manager, they went for broke. It's looking like it's paying dividends because guess what? I think we all can confidently say that guys like Bobrovsky and Panarin, odds are they're going to move on. But hey, go for broke, get it done. Sometimes you got to spend the money. I'm really convinced Columbus is going to win this series.
Absolutely. Listen, I watched a little bit of that one the other night, and I thought to myself, you know what? What a great series. This is, all the series are not bad. Last week, I was on the episode, and I said, you know what? Who's going to watch these? The ratings in round one have been the highest since 2012. I looked it up. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
However, and I'm not surprised about that, to be quite honest, because it's been a great year of NHL.
Yeah.
However, round two, I dare anyone to see that these ratings will drop. They'll drop dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
But the Columbus-Boston series has been great so far. It's fast-paced. They're a little gritty. It's kind of fun. And we'll get to a little bit of the chippiness that goes on in that series right now. Bottom line, I like Boston slightly in this one. I know they're down 2-1 right now, but there's something about the way Boston plays that I think they can. If it goes to a 7-game series, my money's on Boston. I think I think this series will go to Boston.
Well, look, Boston's not afraid.
To 7.
Boston's not afraid to come from behind whatsoever. They don't get rattled by that kind of pressure, and they proved that against the Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple times actually. So the other thing is look, Bobrovsky is playing the best hockey he's ever played in the playoffs, and dare I say maybe ever. Like, he is making some outstanding saves. My worry with Columbus is if that breaks a little bit, then we got some issues because Boston is extremely tenacious. They will not give up.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great series. That's a great way to start the second round of the NHL playoffs. Series number two coming out of the East is everyone's nightmare. I'm sorry. If you work in the NHL head office, this was your nightmare matchup. You got the New York Islanders, who have their fan base out of Brooklyn isn't the greatest, versus the Carolina Hurricanes, which, let's call it what it is. They're just not a big hockey market. I know they won the cup, in 2000, 5 or 6 or whenever it was. Great on ya. Awesome. But since then, there's been nothing going on. Believe it or not, that's the series. We made fun of it last week. Can you imagine that these two are playing each other? They are. And the weirdest thing, Carolina's up 2-0. They're playing tonight. Can you imagine Carolina going up 3-0 on the Islanders?
I can imagine it, and I can even imagine Carolina sweeping this series.
You think?
Well, I'm just saying, I could see it happening. Do I think it's going to happen? No, because look, maybe because I just want to believe that the Islanders are that much of a better team. Look, Carolina is fast. Carolina's dialed in, and they're playing some great hockey right now. But this series, as much as I want to talk about it because we like hockey, we need to talk about the playoffs. This reminds me, when you go to a pub and they have the tent card of the specials that they have every day.
Right.
This is like the Thursday night special, the one that no one cares about. Even if it's on special, people still aren't buying. Look, wake me up when it's over. I'd love to talk about it and analyze it even further, but I'm not going to because, listen, roster, you don't care. I don't care. The NHL doesn't care.
You, sir.
Rapid banter.
You literally are the best. That is the best analogy you've ever given. The Thursday night special. That's it.
Terrible.
Boom. You're right. Absolutely. Let's head to the West then, and let's talk about the series that actually I caught myself watching the other day, and it's actually awesome. And if you are an avid hockey fan and you said to yourself, screw it, my team's not in it, I don't want to watch. If you truly love the game, you got to watch Dallas St. Louis. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are kind of like twins. We make fun of it. Dallas got yelled at. St. Louis needed to come from behind, worst team
they were
in the league.
Costanzas.
The Costanzas, and they're playing. But this is a great grindy series.
Yeah.
Now, the series now is 2-1 St. Louis, and everyone is on St. Louis's bandwagon all of a sudden, okay?
Yeah.
What do you like in this series? What are you thinking?
I really don't know what's going to happen in this series. What I do, because I'll tell you what, it seems to me that out of the 3 games, the teams that have won have just started to take control from the get-go. It's like they don't give the other team a chance.
Right.
They just want to dominate it. Look, anything can happen. They're both playing excellent hockey. I'm going to give the edge to St. Louis because I just feel that St. Louis is the more consistent team of the bunch. And what I mean is that when it gets into these grindy, gritty games like the 1-0s or 2-1s that you might need to win, I think St. Louis is better suited than a team like Dallas for that. So I'm going to keep it at St. Louis.
Yeah, you know what? I have to agree with you. I just think that St. Louis all around, when you look at St. Louis's team, on one end, you want to yell at them because you're like, why? How could you guys have been the worst team in the league? Then this rookie goalie comes out of nowhere, and now you guys are technically, with all due respect, the best team in the league. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah. I'm with you. I think St. Louis will pull the series off, and they are looking fantastic going forward. In the fourth series, the last one, you got Colorado versus San Jose. I found myself watching this one as well last night, and I have to say, this one, because I'm a West guy, I live in the West, I don't mind sticking up and staying up to watch because McKinnon is still up to his old antics. He is running around that ice rink, but it's San Jose that somehow has found a little bit of something inside them, which I think is us calling them the bridesmaids, and they're trying to prove me and you wrong right now because these guys look like a team possessed. They're up 2-1.
Look, you can't just get into the playoffs based on personality.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, look, I can say it as much as I want. I said San Jose from a while ago based on the fact that I think they're a playoff-ready team. They had the defensive core in place. Vlasic, Carlson, Burns. I mean, come on. It doesn't get better than that, right? However, it's easy for me to say that because they got by Vegas. You know, the tragedy is I think Las Vegas was playing the best hockey out of anyone.
Yeah.
I think the best series, in my opinion, that I was able to watch was the Las Vegas-San Jose series. So now I look at a team like San Jose, and look, there's two things that come out. Number one, I think San Jose is going to win this series, and I truly believe that I'm going to ride them into the final as well. I think they're just building the right amount of character and grit as they go, and Martin Jones is playing amazing. But the other thing I noticed, and it goes to prove my point, because McKinnon is on fire. This guy is the most delicious player that's playing right now in the NHL.
Great word.
Thank you. He's on fire, and it goes to prove my point that I've been saying for the last couple weeks. We want to see players. It's not so much the teams anymore. That's why the ratings are going to go down. It's not because it's Pittsburgh. It's because it's Crosby. It's not because it's Washington. It's because it's Ovechkin and so on and so forth.
Right.
Everyone wants to watch McKinnon. People are cheering for the Colorado Avalanche because they can't get enough of seeing this guy on the ice. He is outstanding. He's at a completely different level, but I just think as a team, the Sharks a little more suited to beat them.
More suited. I couldn't agree more. I'm not going to lie to you. I found myself cheering for Colorado yesterday, though. It's not because I don't like San Jose. There's something about how Colorado. Yeah,
it's got to be.
You know what? It's also the other guys on their team, like their second and third liners, that I just see them working so hard and working. And the goalie Gruber, I don't know. There's something about Colorado I'm cheering for. Barry is playing his ass off, man. That defenseman is playing lights out hockey. Like, I know he's a kind of a bigger name, but a lot of people don't talk to him. You got your Brett Burns, you got your Carlsons, you got your Giordano's, and so on and so forth. But this kid can play. Straight up, he can play, and he's good, man.
This team's got a great future because their superstars aren't that old.
No.
They're not over the hill. They're not in that second wave of the career. They're going to get the number 4 draft pick, and they got two young like Makar. They got these young defensemen and these rookies that are already playing good. This Colorado team, you guys watch out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy
absolutely.
smokes.
No, it's fun. You know what? The second round's not as bad as I thought, but I got to be honest. I'm waiting for the ratings to come out. I'm telling you, like we predicted, I don't think, unfortunately, as many people are paying attention as they should because there is some great hockey. The quality of hockey, dare I say, the right teams won.
If they were smart, I know how to fix this.
Yeah,
when it comes to if you're having bad ratings,
hire marketing Matt.
Well, okay, two
things. Yeah,
not only marketing Matt, you got to have a sex tape.
Yeah,
you got to have a sex tape.
True. Yeah.
It seems to work.
Yeah, it seems to be a big thing.
They should have called the Seattle Kardashians.
The Seattle.
This could be it.
Yeah.
You're
That's it.
welcome.
I like where you're going with it.
The Seattle Kardashians.
Listen, to stay on hockey for another couple of minutes, they have announced who are the finalists, the nominees of the awards, the NHL awards. We're going to run down through them real quick, and we're going to make our quick predictions.
Quick picks.
It's quick picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Boom. Let's do it. Calder Memorial Trophy. It's for the Rookie of the Year. Believe it or not, Jordan Billington has made the list. He was kind of on the cusp because he came later on in the year. Rasmus Dahlin and Elias Peterson from the Vancouver Canucks. Who do you like in this one?
To me, it's Peterson in a landslide. Look, I got to tell you, Bennington, don't get me wrong, what he's done is fantastic, but this came in the second half of the season. Peterson's been there all year. The guy is amazing to watch. And you know what, for Dahlin, like, yeah, he's been playing great, but he's not a game changer for me. Peterson's been a game changer for the Vancouver Canucks. My vote's with him.
You know what? I want to give it to Peterson, and I agree with you. He will get it. You know why? He played more games. I kid you not. That's 100%. The only reason.
And he's a forward. Let's be honest.
And that's what it is.
There's point production that matters in these things.
I think this one. By the way, did you know Rasmus Dahlin is 19 years old, man? Do you remember what you were doing when you were 19?
It's so
I'll tell you what you weren't doing. You weren't running the blue line for the Buffalo Sabres. I'll tell you what you weren't doing. Man, respect. Wow. Like, man, sometimes I give a hard time to the younger generation, and then I see things like that, and I'm like, man,
not so bad.
Not so bad. Not so bad. So I agree with you. Peterson, Rookie of the Year. Let's go to the Jack Adams. That's for the coaching award. There's Barry Trotz from the Islander, John Cooper, who terrorized the entire regular season, and Craig Berube of the St. Louis Costanza/Blues. Who do you like in this one?
Look, I mean, I think Cooper's going to get it.
Yeah.
How do you argue with such utter domination to win the President's Trophy, to start setting records, all these things? But if I were picking, if it mattered to me, I look at a guy like Barry Trotz where, I mean, the coaching matters at this point. Yes. They don't have a superstar on that team. They just have some good players. Like, this is really the difference of the coach. They got rid of the superstar and traded him. Like, right now, Barry Trotz is a 1-for-1 trade with John Tavares in any fantasy league.
You might be right.
That's crazy.
I'm going to tell you this. You know who I'm going with? Craig Berube, and I'll tell you why. Here's a guy that came in January 2nd. He was the assistant coach. He was looking around going, wow, we are the worst team. They fired this yoke guy, and he says, let me just give me the reins for 5 minutes. And look what he's done. Forget about the playoffs. He took them from the worst team to almost winning the Central. I'm going to give it to Berube just on that alone.
Well, you know what?
But John Cooper will probably win.
Yeah, actually, on a side note, I mean, if you're having higher success in a short period of time, that counts for something. I mean, the argument is, does Berube win the President's Trophy? He's there all season.
You know what? He might win it as well.
You know what? Change me up.
Change you up?
Put me in for Berube.
Berube is in. Let's go to the Mark Messier Leadership Award. Believe it or not, the Moose has his own trophy. Quite
Son
impressive.
of a gun, eh?
Quite impressive.
Lay's commercial.
Yeah.
His own trophy.
Dated Madonna. Yeah. He ran it.
He's Mark Messier.
You know, there's a story back in the day. Here's a quick story. Nick Kyprios, I think, has put it on Hockey Night in Canada. Long story short, when he was a Ranger, they, after a game, they'd go to a nightclub. And I think it was actually the St. Louis Blues they had just finished beating, and they wanted to go to this nightclub. And the Blues are outside, and they're waiting. The bouncer wouldn't let them in. Well, the rumor was the bouncer would come over to the table where Nick Kyprios and the rest of the Rangers were, and he goes to Mark Messier, hey, man, these guys are still waiting. They're getting a little anxious, whatever. He goes, 5 more minutes and let them in. Mark Messier was dictating when NHL teams could get into nightclubs in the Ranger organization.
That's amazing.
That's why you get your own award. So who's up for that award? It's our own Mark Giordano, Justin Williams, and Wayne Simmons. This is basically an award given to the guy that runs his team, the best guy on your team, the leader of your team, best leader.
Look, I want to give it to Giordano. He's the hometown boy. I really want to give it to him. However, to me, this is Justin Williams' trophy. Yeah. Here's a guy who anywhere he goes, it seems like he straightens up the team. Look, this guy's winning cups with Los Angeles. This guy won a cup with Carolina. He won a cup with Washington. I mean, you want to talk about a leader? This is a leader. And look what he's doing back at Carolina.
Absolutely.
Justin Williams, they might need to name the award after him. And you know what's funny? Think about this for a sec. In the modern day era, you have Justin Williams, who has won 4 Stanley Cups with
Yeah,
three
man.
different teams.
Exactly.
Guys, this is crazy.
This is that locker room. This is everyone talks about locker room guys. This is who you need on your team during the playoffs. No matter what.
He's Sergeant Jessup.
Absolutely.
You need him on your team.
Yes.
You want him on
I
your team.
agree with you on Justin. You know what? Only because also, Carolina won the cup in 2005, as we alluded to earlier, and then they kind of went nowhere. And he comes around, and now they're doing the skull claps. They're doing bowling things after wins on home ice. They're doing all these cool little things to get them on. I guarantee it was his idea.
And you know what?
Look,
Look at that. You got the cup-winning team back then.
Yeah.
Now what's happening? Brindamore's the coach. Williams is the captain.
I see what you're saying.
God, they're
There's something there.
This is,
You might be onto something there.
who are these guys? The Starks?
What
What are they
you
doing?
think? The Carolina Starks?
The Carolina Starks.
I like it. Let's jump over to the Norris. Best defenseman. It's our boy again, Mark Giordano. Two-time
nominee.
Victor Hedman, Brett Burns.
I'm going to say Giordano.
Remember, it's just a regular season.
I really want Giordano to win. I'm going to say Giordano.
I almost don't even want to vote. That's how mad I'm still. Fine, Gio, you get an award. You deserve it.
I think he
Vezina
does.
Trophy, best goalie, Ben Bishop, Robert Lehner, Andre Vasilevsky from the Tampa Bay Lightning.
You look Vasilevsky for me. Look, you got to get the wins. Okay, goaltending is still a thing. It doesn't matter how good your team is. Like, goaltending is still a thing. I got to go Vasilevsky.
I'm going to go Robert Lehner. I mean, that Islander team is where they are because of defense and goaltending. I'm going Robert Lehner.
The Lanes.
The Lanes. In the next award, you got the Masterson Trophy. What this is a guy that has gone through stuff. Basically, if you want me to give you a Coles Note version, guy that's gone through stuff adversity. Thank you. Outside of the rink and has been able to do it. You got Joe Thornton. You got Robert Lehner, who had a little bit of a mental health issue, and Nick Foligno from the Columbus Blue Jackets. He has two children that got sick this year, and he was able to kind of fight through that, and his kids, thank God, are well and all that fun stuff. Who do you give this one to? This one's a tough one because I don't want to. You know what? I got it. You're all winners. Congratulations. You all win this one.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Let's go to the Lady Bing, everyone's favorite trophy. Let's go to Sean Monahan, Alexander Barkov, and Ryan O'Reilly. Who doesn't want to win this award?
Monahan doesn't deserve anything, so take him off the list.
Yeah.
I'm just giving it to O'Reilly because I like him.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Monahan. I'll tell you why. Because last year, our boy Gaudreau won it. And Monahan, I wanted Calgary to win it 2 years in a row.
Wow, that's awesome.
It.
Yeah, we're going to walk away.
I want Monahan.
Best team in the West, but we got two Lady Bing winners. Wow.
If you want to win a Lady Bing, you come to Calgary, sir. You come to Calgary if you want a Lady Bing.
Embarrassing.
From there, this award.
So how did you guys do this year? Did you guys win? You played well. Oh, no, we were out very early, but hey, we got two Lady Bing.
Yeah.
We got two
You want
Lady
in on this
Bings.
or not? You want in on it or not?
Lady Bing.
Listen, this is, I think, the coolest trophy, the Selkie. This is the one where you're the
Sounds
top
cool, too.
offensive, defensive guy. You're the guy that's going to go back and back check. You're not sitting on the blue line cherry picking. You're coming back and doing a little back checking, okay? 8-time nominee in a row, I might add. Patrice Bergeron. Mark Stone, the highly coveted Mark Stone, that's now with the Vegas Knights, and Ryan O'Reilly. Who wins this one? And by the way, out of those 8, Patrice has won 4 times.
You know what? I think Patrice Bergeron is going to be there every year. So they should only delegate 2 because he's that good.
Yeah,
he's
he
a
is.
great two-way guy.
Absolutely.
Great two-way guy.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I think it's Stone.
You think it's Stone?
I think it's Stone. I think it's his year.
This is what I think. I think Riley deserves it, but Patrice will win it because he's 8-time. And in fact, I'm going to go one other side of it, that they're going to rename the trophy the Patrice Bergeron Trophy.
How about the Bergeron Selkie?
Oh, well played.
Right?
Because you go backwards.
You got to go backwards. It's tenured that way.
I never understood that.
What's that?
How are you? We say Montreal Canadiens, but they say Canadian de Montreal.
Well, I think it's better.
That makes no sense.
Well, first of all, shout out to our Quebec fans because we are getting more downloads in Quebec than the hub right now.
Respect.
It's crazy what's happening.
And hopefully the floods haven't affected you.
But it should be. I like the Canadian de Montreal.
You like that?
I love it. Well, and you know what? Hold
I'm
on.
just getting used to it.
Hold on. Here's the thing.
Let's do it in English.
No, but
the Flames of Calgary. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. Look, here's the thing. That's how they say it.
I like it.
They're a French team. They're a French-Canadian team, are they
Right.
not?
They are.
They're the Canadiens de Montreal.
Yeah.
If it's their language
Right.
and their French team,
Right.
we're the ones that are being jerks by flipping it around. That's disrespectful.
You know what?
It should be the Canadians of Montreal.
I stand corrected, sir.
Well,
I stand corrected.
right?
Yep, you're right.
You know, like we have the Calgary Flames. It'd be disrespectful for them to say Flames de Calgary.
Right. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You got it.
Right? I'm just
Always
saying.
putting them in my place. I like it. Listen, let's go to the Ted Lindsay Award. This is nominated by the players as who's the best player that they think in the NHL that exists at this time. It's Patrick Kane, Nick Kucherov, and Connor McDavid. Who wins it this year? Based on your peers.
Ooh, that's a tough. I got to give it to Connor McDavid, man.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, part of me wants to give it to Kane.
No.
Part of
wait
me
a
wants to
minute.
give it to Kane.
Where's the respect for this Kucherov guy, man?
Who?
Kucherov.
The Cooch.
The Cooch.
Ah, come on, he was out of the lineup for the bit. They were
Come
still
on,
winning.
he's
You don't think
still
I can
doing
find
it. Come on
someone
over here.
at cheaper
The Cooch is
$250 bucks?
The Cooch is you know what? I don't
No, I
like
gotta do
the fact-
Scarface. I gotta do a little Scarface. You
Go
don't think
ahead.
I can find another Kucherov at cheaper $250? Okay.
Listen, it's the Cooch all day.
No, it's
Bottom
not.
line, the guy scored 127 points, I think it was. The guy
Hold on a
deserves a
second.
little respect
Matt,
for the Cooch.
Matt, you just saw the Cooch recently.
Yeah.
That's why you're glowing.
Yeah. Look at him smile. He
look at
loves
him.
the Cooch.
Is the Cooch in?
The Cooch is in.
Okay.
The Cooch is in.
I trust marketing, Matt. Cooch is in.
All right. Now, here's the weird one. I just told you the players are voting on Patrick Kane, Nick Kucherov, and Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
But then the Hart Trophy is given to the best player, okay?
Yeah.
Nominated by the press. It's Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, and Nick Kucherov. Not exactly sure how that worked out, but who do you like in the Hart?
Sidney Crosby, Nikita
Yeah.
Kucherov,
Yeah, and Connor McDavid.
and Connor McDavid. You know, I don't know. Like, this is, what did they really accomplish? Sidney Crosby didn't play up expectation. Neither did Connor McDavid.
No.
You
know what?
I'm going to give it to Connor McDavid because without him,
Yeah.
they don't even stand a remote chance.
I want to give it to Kucherov again, simply because I feel like results deserve something. I'm sorry, Connor. You are better. I'm not lying. I know you're better, but your team sucks. And until your team's better, and I agree, if you're not on that team sucks even worse. But until your team makes the playoffs, I'm sorry. Isn't the whole gist to win the cup? Well,
Yeah.
you can't win the cup if you're not in the playoffs. So I'm going with Kucherov. Both wins. Boom, there's your mother.
Okay.
How you doing? There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Can't argue with that.
Can't fight it. Listen, we got to jump over to the NBA. Okay?
Yeah, we do.
We got to jump over to the NBA.
We have
the
to do
NBA
it.
is now also in round 2. You know how we said they was going to take forever for them to get to round 2? Well, somehow they've really
The
caught up.
scheduling sucks.
Yeah, it's horrible.
There's no organization.
But
At
I
least
have
you know
to-
with hockey, it's every 2 days. You can plan.
Yeah, these guys are a little different. I don't know why, but you know what I do love is that in both, I know this sounds a little weird, but in the East and the West, it's the top 4 teams playing each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Milwaukee versus Boston.
And people
Great
love
series.
it. People love it. Look, here's what I've come to understand. We want an upset here and there.
Yeah.
It's cool to see.
Yeah.
But we don't want all upsets.
No.
Nobody wants
No
that.
one needs
We want to
that.
see the guys. We want to see Giannis.
Yeah.
Antetokounmpo.
Exactly.
We want to see Kawhi.
Yeah.
We want to see Durant.
That's
we
it.
want to see Harden. Give
That's
me
it.
the goods.
And I'll tell you right now, their ratings through the roof. There it
Incredible
is.
numbers.
There's something to be said about it. Listen, in the second round of the NBA, what do we got? We got Milwaukee versus Boston. Series now tied at 1, heading over to Boston. I do like Milwaukee, but this is going to go 7.
You think it's going to go to 7?
do, yeah.
Look, if there's one thing that I noticed from game 1 is that if Giannis is not playing well,
Right.
that team is in extreme trouble.
Yes.
He had a horrible game 1. Boston was able to take advantage. Then they come back. Like, he really is the heart of this team.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
not saying that he's the only good guy. There's a couple of good pieces to that team, but he's the heart of the team. It could go to, I'm going to go with 6. I still think that they are the better team, but I'm not surprised if it goes to 7. But Milwaukee nonetheless.
Fair enough. We got Toronto and Philly. Series tied at 1, heading back to Philly. I like Toronto now waking up. I think they needed a little wake-up call because Philly's not as good as Toronto.
Should have been a sweep.
Should have been. In all honesty, I'll be honest with you. Watching Toronto play, they can sweep these guys, but they get, I don't know, they get a little, I don't want to use the word lazy, but it's a lack of a better word. There's something about it. Bottom
the
line,
leg.
Come on, sweep the leg.
But Sensei.
It's so creepy, guys. Golden State Rockets. I watched this last night over the Colorado San Jose game. Yes, I watched NBA over NHL. I'm not going to lie, and it was well worth it. Golden State is up 2-0, but this one should easily be 1-1.
Yes.
What do you like here?
Look, unfortunately, I like the Golden State Warriors to close this out because Houston should have had game 1.
Yeah.
You have to steal a game over here. I mean, guys, at what point do you constantly face this team? Like, what does it have to take for you to wake up and say, look, we had these guys in 7. We should have closed them out in game 6 of last year. We should have beat the Golden State Warriors. And now you let them, and they're a wounded Golden State. Mentally, they're not the same. And the Rockets, they've disappointed me greatly. Look, I wouldn't be shocked if Golden State takes this in 4 or 5.
That's it.
I'm really disappointed with the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, same with me. You know what? They can beat them. This one might
they
go to
can.
7 as well. Finally, we got the Portland Trailblazers against the Denver Nuggets. This one, if you love high-intensity basketball, this is the one you want to watch. I like Portland here. They're down 1-0 though, to Denver. What do you like here?
Look, I think Denver's going to run wild on them. Look, I'm going to say this right now. They got that Jokic character.
Yeah.
Okay? This guy is
The Joker.
The Joker. He's a beast. He's a big guy. He can move.
Yep.
He almost reminds me of an updated version of Charles Barkley.
Kinda.
That's what this guy's a Serbian
You're
Charles
right.
Barkley.
He's a Serbian Charles
Barkley, which would make him, hey, Charles Barklevich.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro, how you doing? Okay?
Yeah.
Barklevich.
Hey, boy.
That's how it'd be. Look, this guy's unreal. Triple doubles.
Triple-doubles.
The guy's nailing it.
No,
he can shoot the 3. He
can
play.
pass.
And you know the thing too is he's so dominant right now in double coverage. It's actually scary. I have the Denver Nuggets running right through the Trailblazers. I'm shocked if it goes over 5.
You really?
Yeah.
All right, well, I got Portland in that one. Listen, there's your NBA.
You know what I don't
catch-up.
like about Portland? When you look on like one of the apps, it says Blazers.
Yeah.
Hold on. You're the Trailblazers.
Right.
Don't be ashamed of your name. Spell the whole thing out.
I like the Trailblazers.
I like it too.
Man,
then
I
they go
agree.
have Blazers.
Eh.
No.
You know, you lose your attention very quickly with these millennials. They're like, they read Trail and then they stop
Look, it's
reading.
a generation of LOLs, LMAOs, and Blazers.
And Blazers. There it is.
It's insulting.
That's right. So we talked NHL. We talked GOT. We talked NBA. It's time for Rapid Banter. Here we go. Watch this. Jeff, I have perfected Rapid Banter. You're going to love it. Get ready. Keep your finger on the keyboard. Let's go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Robert Kraft's lawyer called the other lawyer in court an asshole the other day. Contempt or not contempt?
Nothing but great. Rapid Banter.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. made his major league debut last week. Toronto was losing their mind. Big deal? Not a big deal.
Let's go big deal.
Rapid Banter. Well, he's really triggering on that. Hold on, Jeff. 1 second. Give me a second. Let me catch my breath, man.
Maybe we're the problem.
Yeah, maybe we are. Ezekiel Elliott plays for the Dallas Cowboys. Went to the Stars game the other day. Saw a puck fly over his head and hit a kid nearby and hit him in the head. Ran over to make sure the kid's okay. Hero or publicity stunt?
Publicity stunt hero.
Rapid Banter. GOT creator George R.R. Martin is a huge New York Giants fan. He watched a draft that happened last week, and he was disgusted with his team. In fact, he said that they are going to be the worst team in the league this year. Do you think that he puts Jon Snow in to start quarterback for the New York Giants this upcoming season?
Whether he does or doesn't, he definitely should.
Rapid Banter. That was one of my favorite ones I wrote down. Chris Johnson and Jamal Charles both announced this year that they're retiring. 2 great running backs. Are they Hall of Fame caliber?
No, not enough years.
Rapid Banter. Oh, that was good. Brock Lesnar retired. Big deal, not a big deal. Who cares?
Who cares?
Rapid Banter. Last night, Brad Marchand did a Brad Marchand thing. If you didn't see it, I don't know how you didn't. At the end of the game, he decided to rabbit punch a guy on the back of the head.
Just after the game before, he decided to step on the stick off the face-off draw.
Exactly. And then last year, playoff time, he licked a guy. My question is this, Dimitri. Would you rather be licked or punched in the back of the head by Brad Marchand?
Look, I think I'd rather be licked. That way we're both winning.
Rapid Banter. Vince Carter has announced that he's coming back.
Rapid Banter.
All right. What do we got here? All right, I got a couple minutes. Hold on a second. We really rapid bantered these. Okay. Will Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game.
Yeah.
The score sheet went for sale the other day for $214,000. Would you pay $214,000 for Will Chamberlain's 100-point score sheet?
If I had the money, I'd pay $314,000. Rapid Banter.
Last one. Last week, Nashville, NFL draft. 150,000 people covered the streets of Nashville to watch the draft. Losers, not losers.
Still more than the Night King's army.
Rapid Banter. There it is. Time that. You know what? Each week we can beat the time, Jeff. Just tell me. I can beat the time.
That's amazing.
All right.
That's what I said. Listen, from
I'll fire up the timer next week.
You know what?
See
I'm going
where
to do
we're
it.
at.
I'm actually going to put it on.
Just fire up the time. We need a timer.
We do.
You know, we're
It's called
making
Rapid
good time
Banter.
15
now.
questions in 5 minutes.
You know, Jeff's been itching for this. He's like, my God, you guys, you only pay for an hour.
He's
We're
wrapping,
taking
look at him.
liberties.
He's wrapping his finger.
And they
That's how
take
fast.
3.
From there, we go to the final results. Dimitri, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 weeks of voting and fighting from across the globe, we bring to you the results. In the blue corner, representing the 1980s classic of a story of a boxer that overcame all odds, we have Rocky Balboa. And of course, in the red corner, the man who can do it all. One-time ping pong champion, the owner of Bubba Gump Shrimp, the inspiration of Apple computers, Forrest. I banged Jenny a couple times. Go!
Pretty sure it was only one time.
And the winner by unanimous decision, and the new RLRT, greatest superhero that was not concocted by someone in real life, but was a fabrication of marketing and movie genius of the world, Rocky Balboa!
I'm disgusted once again by the roster. You know
How many times do they get it
We
wrong?
give you the ball right over the plate each time, and you guys just whiff on it every time.
That was a hell of an announcement, though.
Well,
You know what?
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah,
Thank
honestly, I was just going to say.
I appreciate it.
Well done.
You know what? I got to tell you. You know I didn't practice?
Yeah. No, I know you didn't.
I did. I said my only way is improv.
Yeah.
It must be the beer.
It's the beer.
It's
the brownie.
I can't do this on table.
Thank God. Thank God. And with that being said, Jeff, pardon me, we are 2 minutes and 30 seconds ahead of schedule.
Get the
Rapid Banter really works.
It saved Jeff's
really-
life. It saved our life.
He's going to be home in time for dinner. Marketing Matt can go have sex again.
Yeah, well,
everybody's happy.
Actually, rapid banter is what Marketing Matt's girlfriend calls their sexcapades.
Oh, Rapid Banter. You've done it
You've
again.
Done it again.
Hold on. Let me just sink this in. That's
Matt, when you're done, next time when you finish, I want we'll
pun
take
intended.
whatever
Yeah.
whatever dinner you want.
Yeah.
Just when you're done, just rapid banter.
That'd be amazing. Can you imagine? All right. We're going to end with what we all love doing. A little MAGA MALAKA talk.
Yes.
At the beginning, we talked a lot of Avengers. We talked a lot of GOT. We talked about comics. Bottom line, I never grew up on this stuff, but not to say I don't like it. I think it's actually fascinating that so many people find this amazing, where they're breaking box office,
breaking,
records,
they're
destroying them. There's nothing left over. So I wanted to go over MAGA MALAKA, RLRT, the greatest of all time. I want to know comic books. I want to know comic book heroes. I want to know who's a MAGA, who's a MALAKA. And I have a feeling I'm going to offend a lot of people.
And there's only one place to find out.
That's right. Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Jeff, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Marketing Matt, are you ready? Here we go. Nice, easy one. Right over the plate. Right over the plate.
Look, just an underhand toss.
Just there.
Do it every week.
Superman. MAGA or MALAKA?
Oh, the guy's a MAGA, man. He's got every power. Every power.
Except a piece of green stone makes him go sideways?
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Did Achilles not have
his heel? Yeah,
weakness?
Everybody's got to
If
have
Achilles
a weakness.
has a weakness, Superman gets a pass. Because Achilles,
Yeah.
if he was on the list,
Right.
he's on the top of the list.
MAGA.
MAGA.
All right. Jeff, this one's for you. Batman. MAGA or MALAKA?
You know, I got to call him a MAGA. You know, Bruce Wayne, the whole story. A MAGA until that bullshit Batman versus Superman movie. Come on, how can Superman not win? But yeah, Batman's a MAGA for sure.
Boy, did they mess up the life and death of Superman saga like that. They screwed that up.
Yeah.
Giving him MAGA.
Yeah.
And he's... So if you had to guess between Superman and Batman, who's bigger MAGA? Yeah, I'm throwing a twist.
Oh, we got a
Marketing man.
Marketing man comes
He's
in with
back from
Batman.
sex. Hold on, everyone.
I'm going to go with Superman myself.
Marketing man, you said Superman? Or you said
No,
Batman?
Batman.
Batman.
Look, it's Batman. Look, let me tell you something about Batman.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure, go
Clark
ahead.
Kent is
Yeah.
a superhero,
Right.
But he's a mediocre reporter,
Right.
Batman's a superhero and a very successful businessman with a high business acumen.
But he inherited that, though.
But it takes.
I'm
Hold
just
on.
saying.
Hold
I'm just
on.
saying.
But he kept it. He kept it.
With a board of directors.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. You're making it seem like he started from the beginning.
Hold on. Look, you can lose a fortune. We've seen it all the time. Actually, it's harder to inherit it and to keep it.
Might be. Big news.
Either way.
I saw us getting passionate there. We stopped.
We almost fought. We had a good run.
I think we're just so happy that Matt had sex. So this is the big thing. All right, Matt, this one's for you. Iron Man, MAGA or MALAKA?
Full MAGA, man. I mean, you haven't seen Endgame, I haven't either, but this is spoiler free. Apart from that, full MAGA.
All right. I got another one. This one's for anyone who wants to pipe in. The Hulk, MAGA or MALAKA?
You know, he's huge when he doesn't mean to be the Hulk.
Right.
He's not trying
That's
to be a
what I'm saying.
superhero.
So he's a MALAKA.
I think full MALAKA.
Full MALAKA is right. And how is it that he's always wearing jeans? Is he never wearing anything else?
I mean,
that he's always
they
being
must
ripped?
be Levi's because
They
that
must
is
be.
strong denim.
That is denim.
You know, Levi should take the cows off the logo that are pulling the jeans apart and get two Hulks.
What's his budget on jeans? A year.
That's a big jean budget.
Big jean
The guy
budget.
can still sport purple
Do you
jeans.
think he
though.
wears True Religions? Just saying. All right, MALAKA for Hulk. Another one, the Green Lantern, MAGA or MALAKA?
Oh man, I thought women made a fuss about carrying a ring around. This guy's a MALAKA. Take it easy. Talk about upstaging.
Well, you know what? Can I ask a question? What's the lantern thing? So on top of the ring, he's got to carry a lantern around?
Why Green Lantern?
But
Because
why
he
a lantern?
illuminates- he
Is he
illuminates.
going to church every other week like we have?
I don't know. Look, Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
MAGA.
Sure.
Green Lantern, MALAKA.
But I still don't. I want to know what's with the lantern.
It's awkward.
Okay, MALAKA it is. 2 MALAKAs in a row. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you because I'm trying to make a point here.
Yeah.
Deadpool, MAGA,
MAGA. Move.
yeah.
Next, we know it. Everyone knows it.
What about
Again, Ryan Reynolds.
Ant-Man, MAGA or MALAKA? Ant-Man. He seems to be a big focal point lately.
Look, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, MALAKA. But I got to tell you, roster, please check this out. There's an old Saturday Night Live skit with Richard Pryor who's playing Ant-Man.
Oh, really?
That's MAGA.
That's MAGA?
Look, just look it up. Go SNL superheroes or Ant-Man, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
The guy makes it.
Really?
He's the MAGA Ant-Man.
He's the
That's all
MAGA.
I'm going to say.
So, is he a MAGA or MALAKA?
Yeah, MAGA.
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 I'm still on the fence with the MAGA MALAKA with Ant-Man. Who are you? I'm Ant-Man.
No, that's a skit.
But
No,
oh,
that's
it
the
is.
best part.
Oh,
That's
it
a
is.
skit.
Which is why he needs the Malaka.
Yeah, he's a Malaka card. Thank you, Jeff.
maybe it's the Malaka.
Now here's one kind of over the plate, but not really. Wolverine, MAGA or Malaka?
MAGA. Nobody talked bad about Wolverine.
Oh,
Nobody.
really?
Nobody.
Oh, really?
Mitch, don't
I might
do
have
it.
something to say.
Don't do it. You're lying. You're lying.
I'm going to say something.
Oh.
What's with his sideburns? I need to know why. Why?
Because he's a Wolverine. They have hair everywhere. You should know about anyone else. You're the closest thing to a Wolverine. You don't have the adamantium in the
Dude,
skill.
you're just about ready to be able to shave that
I
into
will.
your
Thank
face.
you.
I will
The
attack
Wolverine.
you. I
He
will
could do
attack
it. He
you
could.
right now.
Another inch of beard, he could be Wolverine.
The
Thank
only
you.
reason I
Thank
like the
you.
Wolverine is because he wears a tank top and he smokes a cigar. Outside of that, I got nothing.
You guys
for
have the
this guy.
same amount of hair and the same height. He just has adamantium and skill.
Okay, you know what? You call it skill.
You're like
So
you're like the
three.
you'd be the
It's
ferret.
3.5.
By the way, can I ask
You
another
are-
question?
if you were a
Wolverine.
superhero,
I got a question.
you'd be a
I got a
ferret.
question. I got a question.
Yeah, I'm the ferret. That's you, bitch. That's
I got
you.
a question. Okay, fine. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Who taught all these superheroes how to fight? How do they all know karate?
No, that's why they're mutants and they're superheroes. It's like an innate.
Don't you find it fascinating that all of them know the art of karate?
Like, yeah, actually, I guess that's a good point. What school do they go to?
Yeah.
The guy who owns the dojo
Right.
must be making a killing.
Making a lot of money.
They're like, look here, look. Deadpool, look,
Yeah.
the fees are like $10,000 a year now. We got to raise prices.
All right, a
They
couple
just
more.
go see Bill. Bill
right.
trains them up.
A couple more and we'll finish off. Sorry, Jeff. We got a little ahead of game. Silver Surfer, MAGA or Malaka? Yeah,
I
that's
just
right.
want a little more. I think I got to go Malaka.
A little more. A little lot more.
Silver Surfer, Malaka.
Malaka.
You're basically calling him the second
Surfing
place
with the
surfer.
alien.
I got one. Now, he's not a comic book hero, but I said sci-fi as well, and I'm curious. Doctor Who, MAGA or Malaka?
Oh, Malaka. I still don't get it.
I don't get it either. He goes in a phone booth and he goes somewhere?
Superman did that, but he saved some shit. What are
don't
you
get it.
doing,
I'm
Doctor
just
Who?
trying to figure
It's
this
so
all out.
awkward.
I tried to watch that movie. I fell asleep 3 times.
You got to be British.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
That's the
I think
only
that's
way.
the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two more. Wonder Woman, MAGA or Malaka?
Oh, come on, man. She's Greek and she's hot. MAGA.
She's Greek?
Yeah, man. Are you crazy? Of course she is. She's an Amazonian from Mount Olympus. What's the matter with you?
I didn't know
You're
that.
the Malaka for not knowing that.
I'm a Malaka. I didn't know that.
How was she not in
what
your-
What is she from?
She's from Liguria.
Yeah, that's amazing. MAGA it is. And finally, we end it all off.
She's from Arachova because that's like the universal choreo. There seems to be like 8 Arachova chorea in
Yeah.
Greece. It's crazy.
Done. Final one. Second last one. Actually, I'm going to leave the last one.
Okay.
This is the second last one. Spider-Man, MAGA or Malaka?
Oh, come on, MAGA, man.
MAGA,
Come on.
right? It's
Come
got to be a
on,
MAGA.
come on.
Okay.
everybody
People are going to get mad if I don't include him.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
right,
saying.
that's right.
Last one.
This is an inclusion podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Last one. Thor, MAGA or Malaka?
I don't know, man. The
See,
guy's a big MAGA.
I
for
got
me.
I got a big problem with Thor.
He's got a big
I'll tell you
hammer,
why.
and that's something that Matt
That's
loves.
exactly the problem. Every woman sees this
If you're
gargantuan.
gonna talk Thor, you gotta talk Aquaman too.
He was on my list, but I thought I was going to leave him out. Bottom line, Aquaman, Malaka. Thor, I'll give you the MAGA card for a minute, but that's it.
Hold on. You could say Aquaman's a Malaka, and I get it. But let's be honest. Now you got to pick one. Hemsworth or Momoa?
Oh, no, Momoa's got it.
Yeah, he was Khal Drogo
Yeah,
as well.
he's-
Yeah, the guy's so hot right
There it is,
Crazy.
episode 80. We smashed it all. I think we hit 100 topics today. What else did we do?
now. Hey, we did like one full season of Jerry Springer. That's how many topics we hit. It's
This
crazy.
podcast rocks.
Look, we did everything. We talked sports. We talked Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You know, we even heard music from Jeff's CD.
Right.
The launch. When Jeff hit us up, where do we find it again?
Jeff Mojo Muller. You can look it up on iTunes, Reverb Nation, Spotify, whatever you'd like to listen to.
It's amazing. Look, Marketing Matt is back on having sex again. As a result, the podcast is flourishing. He's got great ideas. We got a great episode. This has been nothing but short of fantastic. Look, we got to say thank you to everyone that helps make it possible. And I'm not talking about the people just in the booth right here, but I'm talking about our friends at Agape Greek Radio. Okay? I'm talking about headversity.com. I'm talking about alchemystudio.ca. This is the greatest studio of all time, and we have the privilege of being here. But look, you got to be sure to follow us on all the channels, okay? At Mitch and Dimitri, at reallockerroomtalk.com. Get to the website, reallockerroomtalk.com as well. And look, this has been fantastic. Mitch, I had too much fun.
Episode 80. It's in the books.
It's unbelievable.
Done.
Look, episode 80, we got to take it, shove it right in the locker, but not before Mitch and Dimitri go hit the
Right.
showers.
It's time to let's do it.
Thank you, everyone.
See you guys.
Yeah. That was, I mean, we're a variety show now.
Now we are everywhere.
We're doing it all.
The F word got nothing on it.
Why is it on the shower?